Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. How are you, students? I hope all of you people will be fine and enjoying the good health. You people knows that we are discussing about chapter number 1, that is Introduction to Biology. In this lecture, we'll discuss about levels of organization of life. You people knows that there are various levels of organization of life, and life is always started from the basic unit of life, that is known as the cell. Then it moves towards the complex level, and in this way life is formed. Now the question is that why there is need to study about levels of organization. Levels of organization help us to understand the phenomena of life. Now, bete, we will discuss all these levels one by one. The first level that we are going to be discuss is subatomic and atomic level. You people know that everything in the universe is made up of which thing? Everything in the universe is made up of matter. What is matter? Anything that have weight and occupies space is known as matter. And matter is made up of which thing? Matter is made up of elements. Matter is made up of elements. And what are elements? Elements are single kind of atoms. Single kind of atoms are known as elements, like hydrogen atom, like oxygen atom. Hydrogen atoms elements are made up of atoms of hydrogen, and oxygen element that is made up of atoms of oxygen. Now, what is atom? You people know that about atom, already learned in grade 6. Atom is the smallest particle of matter. Atom is the smallest particle of matter which cannot exist independently. You people know that atom is further made up of smallest particles. These smallest particles are known as subatomic particles. These are three in number, that are electrons, protons and neutrons. Now the question is that what is the location of these subatomic particles? Electrons are present outside the nucleus, while protons and neutrons are present inside the nucleus. The next is bioelements. What are bioelements? Bio means life and elements are the single kind of atom. So what are bioelements? Bioelements are the elements that make the body mass of living organisms. Are you people know that how many number of elements are exist in the nature? There are 92 kind of elements that are exist in the nature. Out of 92 elements, 16 are known as bioelements. Why they are known as bioelements? Because they make the body mass of living organism. Out of these 16 elements, 6 are known as major bioelements. Why they are known as major bioelements? Because they make 99% of the total mass of living organisms. These are oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, calcium and phosphorus. These bioelements are 6 in number and they are major bioelements because they make 99% of the total mass of living organisms, and other are 10 in number. The bioelements that are 10 in numbers are known as minor bioelements. Why they are known as minor bioelements? Because they make only 1% of the total mass of living organisms. These are potassium, chlorine, magnesium, sodium, iron, copper, manganese, zinc and iodine. These are different in percentage. The bioelement that is in higher percentage is oxygen, that is 65%, then carbon that is in 18%, then hydrogen that is in 10%, then nitrogen that is in 3%, then calcium that is only in 2%, then phosphorus that is only in 1% and others are 1%. This is the composition of bioelements. The next is molecular level. You people know that bioelements do not exist in isolated state. Now, how they are combined with each other? Bioelements are combined with each other by ionic or covalent bonding. What is bonding? Bonding is the force that joins the atoms together. So, what is ionic bonding? Ionic bonding is the force of attraction that joins the atoms together. And covalent bond is the bond that is formed by the mutual sharing of electron between two atoms. So, when bioelements are combined by ionic or covalent bonding, then what will happen? Then they form the stable particles. These stable particles are known as molecule or biomolecules, like water, carbohydrates like fats, lipids, starch, these are the biomolecules. Then classification of biomolecules. Biomolecules are classified into two categories on the base of their molecular weight. The first one is micromolecules and the other one is macromolecules. What are micromolecules? Micro mean very small and macro mean large. So what are micromolecules? Micromolecules are the molecules that have low molecular weight. And what are macromolecules? Macromolecules are the molecules that have high molecular weight. The example of micromolecules are glucose and water. And the example of macromolecules are starch, proteins and lipids. The next level is organelle and cell level. What is organelle? Organelles are the microscopic structures that are specialized for the performance of their function. There are dozens of organelles that are present in the body of living organisms. So what are organelles? When biomolecules are assembled, how they are assembled? They are assembled in a particular way, then they form the organelles. When biomolecules are assembled, how they are assembled? They are assembled in a particular way, then they form the organelles. Some organelles are double membrane bound and some are single membrane bound organelles, like mitochondria. Mitochondria is a double membrane bound organelle that is involved in the process of cellular respiration. It also provides energy to the cell, so it is known as powerhouse of the cell. The next is ribosomes. Ribosomes are the single membrane bound organelle that is involved in the synthesis of protein. The next is cell. What is cell? When organelles are assembled, then they form the unit of life that is known as cell. When organelles are assembled, then they form unit of life that is known as cell. Like protists, protists are the organisms that are made up of only one cell, so they are unicellular organisms. Their life processes are carried out by single cell like amoeba. And the next is prokaryotes. What are prokaryotes? Prokaryotes are the organisms that do not having the prominent nucleus like bacteria. Protists and prokaryotes are the unicellular organisms, and unicellular organisms are the organisms that are made up of only one cell. Uni mean single. And the next is multicellular organisms. What are multicellular organisms? Multi mean many. So multicellular organisms are the organisms that are made up of more than one cell, like plants, like human beings. These are the multicellular organisms. The next is tissue level. What are tissue? Tissues are the group of similar cells. What are tissue? Tissues are the group of similar cells. What they do? Group of similar cells that are specialized. Specialized for which thing? Specialized for the performance of common function that are known as tissue. Different types of tissues are present in plants and animals. Like in plants, ground tissue and epidermal tissue. Ground tissues are the simple type of tissues that are present in the plant. They are performing different type of function in different organs of the plants. Like in leaf, they are involved in the process of photosynthesis, and in this way they are involved in food making. And then epidermal tissues are involved in protection, but in roots they are involved in the process of transportation. Then animal tissues like nervous tissues are involved in the conduction of message throughout the body. And next is muscular tissues are involved in the movement. Thank you so much, students. I hope all of you people will understand all the concepts. Allah Hafiz.